Can you stand up on here real quick? I forgot to plug this in too.
On the disc?
Yeah, just up on there and then level right here. Does that make sense? This needs to be level. You gotta twist this and make it level. So like,
oh, like
there's a little, yeah.
I see it.
So you'll have to
wait for it, I guess.
You'll have to get up there, or I'll hold a chair or something.
Okay, let's pick it up from here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to First United Park for the District 4-5A Track and Field Championships being held here at Pirate Stadium. I am Coach Poe, looking to bring you what we have left here of the track running events. We've had all of the field events completed right now. Tickets have been punched for area. An exciting time. The top 4 finishers in each event will compete at the area track meet next Thursday at Plains Capital Park. We've just finished the 800-meter run for the varsity boys. So we have seen the 4x100 relay of the junior varsity boys and girls and the varsity boys and girls. We have already seen the 800-meter runs. Both have taken place. And now they're beginning to set the track for the 100-meter hurdles for the junior varsity girls. Field events were announced earlier. Those winning field events were able to be recognized on the podium here at Pirate Stadium and congratulated for making it to the next round. The 7 teams that make up District 4-5A are Abilene Cooper, Abilene High, Abilene Wiley, Lubbock Cooper, Lubbock Coronado, Lubbock Monterey, and Lubbock High. 7-team district. They will compete next Thursday against District 3-5A. And it's a one-day track meet, all happening on Thursday. And the top 4 finishers of that meet will head to the regional track meet later down the road, all ending in Austin at the state track meet when it's all said and done. 110 hurdle runners are on the track as the hurdles are set. 10 flights of hurdles here in the 100-meter hurdles. For the junior varsity girls, running in lane 1 is Skylar Mesri from Lubbock, Monterey. In lane 2 is Savannah Sills of Abilene Wiley. Lane 3 is Malaysia Galindo of Abilene High. In lane 4, the top time coming into the finals was Tyranny Green of Lubbock Cooper. In lane 5 was Jenna Ewing with the second highest time, also from Lubbock Cooper. In lane 6 was Avelia Payton of Abilene Cooper. In lane 7 is Peyton Reed of Lubbock Cooper. And in lane 8 is Lillian Bratton of Abilene Cooper. The prelims for these events took place yesterday, with the finals coming up today. The 4x100 boys relays saw Lubbock Cooper finish in first place, Abilene High finish in second place, and Lubbock Monterey finish in third place. We'll try to let you know about who is in and who is out as it comes available. These track meets take a lot of time and a lot of effort. For each person. We've got all hands on deck here at Pirate Stadium. Had a very good lunch provided by River Smiths. Chicken and catfish. There were no puffs, but that's okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay too. Everybody from the superintendent of schools to the athletic director, the head football coach. I saw the head basketball coaches out here earlier. And all teams represented, several coaches on the track. It takes a village, and everybody's making it work today. A lot of moving parts. Some great competitions in the field events. Just waiting now for the JV girls 100-meter hurdles. For the varsity boys 800-meter run. First place with a time of 2 minutes, 1 second, 32 hundredths of a second. Went to David Mora of Lubbock, Monterey. Second place was Andrew Villa from Abilene High. And in third place, Robert Stevens of Lubbock, Monterey. Looks like we had a false start and disqualification so far, and I believe that it's going to be, I can't quite see, it looks to be lane 8, Lillian Bratton. Gun is up, the runners are off. Jenna Ewing out to an early lead, but Tyranny Green catches her stride. Looks really smooth through the hurdles. Tyranny Green pulling away here and will be your district champion in the JV girls 100-meter hurdles. Second place will be Jenna Ewing of Lubbock Cooper as well. And in third place, we'll wait for the unofficial time. It'll be Malaysia Galindo rounding out the top 3 finishers for the girls' 100-meter hurdles. Lubbock Cooper, a strong contender for the team title, and having 2 girls finish in the top 3 definitely bodes well for their chances at continuing to push for that district championship in the JV girls division. Next up in the JV boys 100-meter hurdles, we have Tony A. Moses Lewis in lane 1 out of Lubbock, Monterey. We have Ava Deschong of Abilene Wiley in lane 2. And this is the girls varsity 100-meter hurdles, Savannah Wesley of Lubbock Cooper in lane 3. Sarah Dye of Lubbock High in lane 4. Coming in with the top prelim time of 15.42 seconds, almost. It is a full second faster than the next closest girl, who is Jessie Houston of Lubbock Cooper running in lane 5. Marin Noble of Lubbock Monterey running in lane 6. Adriana Peoples of Abilene High running in lane 7. And Kate Keltherstrom of Abilene Wiley running in lane 8. Again, top 4 finishers will advance to the next round, which is area. The runners are taking their marks now. The gun is up, and the runners are off. Dye once again out to an early lead as she did yesterday in the prelims. Gets way ahead, looks so smooth through the hurdles. It will be a race for second for sure. Looking to see who will advance to area here. Sarah Dye will be your district champion in the 100-meter hurdles with a time of 15.42 seconds, same time as she ran yesterday. And in second place, you'll have Savannah Wesley of Lubbock Cooper. In third place will be Jessie Houston of Lubbock Cooper. And advancing to area will be Tony A. Moses Lewis. Those 4 young ladies qualifying for next week's area meet. Congratulations to Sarah Dye of Lubbock High for being the district champion. Now we move the hurdles up and we spread them out a little bit further. There's 10 meters added between the girls and boys. And the hurdles raise up 2 full notches. These are the 110, used to be called the high hurdles. They just call it varsity, junior varsity boys hurdles now. The starting line backs up about 10 meters, 5 meters maybe on each side. But we saw several falls yesterday, and hopefully these guys have it figured out today. The wind is at their backs, blowing south to north. Not a very gusty type of wind, but it is a brisk wind, a strong wind. And you'll see the track flipped a bit than what you're normally used to. Coming into the junior varsity boys 110-meter hurdles, the top time out of the prelims was Colton Phillips, followed by Noah Basinger. Running in lane 1 for Abilene Cooper is David Basharini. Running in lane 2 for Lubbock Monterey is Camden Offit. In lane 3 of Lubbock Cooper is Carter Harris. In lane 4, Colton Phillips of Lubbock Cooper. In lane 5, Noah Basinger. In lane 6, Pearson Walters of Abilene High. In lane 7, Stephen Reese Jr. of Abilene High. And in lane 8, from Lubbock, Monterey, is Adon Rueda. Lubbock Cooper with all three participants advancing to today's final round is very impressive. The JV boys, as we mentioned earlier about the JV girls, in a prime position for the district championship. Gun is almost up. Runners are taking their marks, getting their feet set in those blocks. I know I may look like I've ran out of some blocks before, but I have not. I haven't even really ran around the block in a long time. Runners are off here. Phillips and Basinger out front early, pushing one another. It's a very tight spot for 1 through 3. It's going to come down to Basinger and Phillips of Lubbock Cooper. Carter Harris pulls himself away and looks like Lubbock Cooper is going to go 1, 2, 3 here in the boys' 110-meter hurdles, with Basinger just edging out Colton Phillips by 0.3 hundredths of a second. Noah Basinger will be your district champion in the 110-meter hurdles. Colton Phillips will be second place. Carter Harris, third place. A sweep of the top 3 spots by the Pirates here in the District 4-5A Junior Varsity Boys 110-meter hurdles. Very impressive for that group. Now getting set for the varsity boys 110. Top time out of the prelims was Davari Payne of Abilene High. Cam Manahan of Lubbock Coronado will be in lane 5. In lane 1 will be Anthony Kraft of Lubbock High, and these guys are off. Manahan really pushing ahead. Davari Payne pulling away now. Payne looks very smooth through the hurdles. He will advance to area, followed by Cam Manahan, Josh Melson, and Jordan Simmons. The 4 top times out of the prelims will now be the 4 that will advance to the area track meet next Thursday afternoon. A very good time run here by Davari Payne, a time of 14.40 seconds. Manahan with 14.93, and Melson with a time of 15.3. They'll work on clearing the hurdles now, and we'll get set for the girls' 100-meter dash here for the junior varsity. They will start first. The top time out of the prelims was Allie Cowart of Lubbock Cooper. Running in lane 1 for Lubbock Coronado will be Ayana McCormick. In lane 2 from Lubbock Cooper will be Abby Swatz. Running in lane 3 also of Lubbock Cooper will be Marie Culpepper. We mentioned Allie Cowart in lane 4. In lane 5, Erin Kraft of Abilene High. In lane 6, Da'Ashane Murray of Abilene Cooper. And in lane 7, Jacelyn Unger of Abilene Cooper. And in lane 8 of Abilene High is Iona Green. Junior varsity girls 100-meter dash set to go here. Top time recorded in the prelims was 12.92. You never know with these girls running in different heats who will actually pull away the day of. We'll see how it works here. The runners now getting into the blocks, taking their steps, taking their times. Always want to make sure you don't go early. There is no second chances. If you should jump the gun, you'll be disqualified. The girls are off. Cowart out to an early lead, being pushed on the outside by Abby Watts. Marie Culpepper also there. Erin Kraft there as well. And that's how they're going to finish, with Cowart, the district champion of the junior varsity girls 100-meter dash, with a time of 12.97 seconds. In second place, we'll wait for the unofficial time here at Pirate Stadium. I believe it was Abby Watts. We'll wait and see what we get here. No, it appears that Erin Kraft came back and was able to get ahead. Murray of Abilene Cooper finishes in third place. So once again, Allie Cowart finishing first. Erin Kraft of Abilene High finishes second. And Da'Ashane Murray of Abilene Cooper finishing in third place. Now time for the girls 100-meter dash in the varsity division. Top time yesterday was recorded by Anna Lee Waite of Abilene Cooper. Running in lane 1 will be Jaslyn Hatcher of Abilene Cooper. In lane 2 will be Kennedy Rioscos. In lane 3, Malia Williams of Abilene High. In lane 4, we talked about Anna Lee Waite. In lane 5 is Keegan Galmore. Galmore and Rioscos both make up half of the Lady Pirates 4x100 team. In lane 6, Precious Means of Monterey. In lane 7, Malia Whitman of Abilene Wiley. And in lane 8, Ambrosia Cole of Lubbock Monterey. Cole, one of the top basketball players in the area for the Lady Plainsmen. And they get out to an early start at Waite. Definitely out front. Galmore gonna give her a push here at the end, and it looks like that's how they'll finish. Waite will be the district champion here in the girls 100-meter dash in the varsity division. Galmore tried to give it a push toward the very last few steps. We'll see how that finishes, and it was close, folks. Very close. Waite finishing with a time of 12.05. Galmore of Lubbock Cooper finishing with a time of 12.06. From Abilene High, Malia Williams finishes with a time of 12.33. And in fourth place, Precious Means finishing with a time of 12.35. And those four young ladies will advance to area next week. Now it's time for the junior varsity boys 100-meter dash. Top time coming into the finals today is recorded by Demarion Finch with a time of 11.3. And these times are all sub 12, which for the junior varsity boys is pretty quick. In lane 1 out of Lubbock Cooper is Braxton Garrett. Lane 2, also from Lubbock Cooper, is Carter Hill. In lane 3, also from Lubbock Cooper, is Kyler McDowell. So the Pirates advancing all 3 of their runners in the JV division. In lane 4, Demarion Finch, as we mentioned earlier, from Lubbock Coronado. In lane 5, Austin Rivas of Lubbock Monterey. In lane 6, Trey Sharp of Abilene High. In lane 7, Callan Fly of Abilene Cooper. And in lane 8, Antoine Rashaw of Abilene High. The runners are set, and now they are off. McDowell out to an early lead is pushed by Finch in lane 4. Finch now pulls ahead. McDowell trying to keep him up with him stride for stride, and I believe it is going to be Demarion Finch finishing in first place with a time of 11.16 seconds. Kyler McDowell of Lubbock Cooper will finish in second place with a time of 11.28 seconds. Much improved from yesterday for McDowell. And Austin Rivas, yes, of Lubbock Monterey, finishing with a time of 11.3 seconds. Once again, Demarion Finch will be your district champion in the boys 100-meter dash. As we look ahead now to the boys varsity 100-meter dash, we saw some fast times yesterday. The fastest time coming into today's finals was set by Callan Ritz with a time of 10.52. I think the wind was a little bit stronger yesterday, which made it 12.52. In lane 1 will be Coleman Vaughn of Lubbock Cooper. In lane 2, Jaden Jackson of Abilene High. In lane 3, Alan Gant of Lubbock Coronado. Ritz in lane 4 from Lubbock Cooper. Daniel Bray in lane 5 from Abilene Cooper. In lane 6, Braden Regala, the speedster as he's been seen in football, basketball, baseball, and track, a 4-sport athlete for the Bulldogs of Abilene Wiley. In lane 7, Ningabayer Frank of Abilene High. And in lane 8, Hebrew Hunter, who's already punched his ticket in the boys triple jump for area next week. A very, very good athlete in Hebrew Hunter for the Lubbock Monterey Plainsmen. The fastest guy in District 4-5A will be crowned here today in this race, the 100 meters, as they get set to go in this race. They are off. Ritz a bit behind here early. Might be able to pull ahead in the end. He does. Cal Ritz is going to be your District 4-5A champion in the 100-meter dash. Some fast times recorded here. And Cal Ritz unofficially, folks, with a 10.40 100-meter dash. That is moving. We'll have to wait and see here how they record it, but it will go down unofficially as a 10.40. Finishing second place is going to be Daniel Bray of Abilene Cooper, and finishing in third, we mentioned Braden Regala of Abilene Wiley. And should it stand, Coleman Vaughn of Lubbock Cooper will finish in fourth place with a time of 10.75. So the 4 advancing to regionals will be Ritz of Lubbock Cooper, Bray of Abilene Cooper, Regala of Abilene Wiley, and Coleman Vaughn of Lubbock Cooper. The Pirates once again advancing 2 out of this race to the area round. And next up, folks, we get to watch Isaac Montoya of Lubbock High. He is the lone competitor in the boys 100-meter dash wheelchair. Watched Montoya throw shot put today. He finished in first place in the wheelchair shot put. Very impressed by this young man and his attitude, and just the way that he competes. It's difficult at times when you're competing against yourself, but he does it nonetheless. And here he goes. He'll get a time here out of District 4-5A. He'll advance to the area round just like everyone else. Eventually, when he gets to state, there will be other competitors there. He has to follow all of the same rules for the tracksters, and this is moving pretty quick, folks. He is going to finish here with an awesome time. Congratulations to Isaac Montoya, finishing with a time of 20.9 seconds, I believe, unofficially here on the scoreboard. He'll advance to regionals next week. Now we will get set for the girls 4x200 meter relay, also known as the 800 meter relay. 4 competitors, each running 200 meters apiece. The top time from the Lubbock Cooper team was 1:49.27 yesterday. Running in lane 1 will be Lubbock Coronado, the team of Janaria Coleman, Ruby Rodriguez, Mikkel Edwards, and Iana McCormick. In lane 2, the team of Abilene Wiley, made up of Jolie Ward, Dallas Drury, Emma Williams, and Amber Woolard. In lane 3, the team from Abilene High of Alexis Rodriguez, Iona Green, Cannon Childress, and Tabitha Bowser. In lane 4, from Lubbock Cooper, Braylee Barron, Isabel Ramos, Valencia Salinas, and Lauren Hamilton. In lane 5, the team from Abilene Cooper, Jacelyn Unger, Gracie Garcia, Deshanae Murray, Jada Titus. In lane 6, the team from Lubbock Monterey, made of Anna Hunt, Jordan Williams, Shamari Wilkerson, and Primary Culver. And in lane 7, the team of Lubbock High, made up of Abigail Barnett, Sayla Harris, Kaylee Rojas Bonilla, and Tram Tran. Each participant running 200 meters. A lot of people on the track here, a lot of people on the infield, excuse me, which can make some of these races a bit more difficult. Quite a sight here is the Pirates about to receive their medals for the boys 110 hurdles. They're off here in the girls 4x200 meter relay. This staggered start can be kind of deceptive. You kind of want to see who can close the distance early. So far, it appears that Monterey has closed their distance. On that back side of the track, as you see the girls running right there, that's the toughest or the easiest part of the race right now, excuse me, because they're running with the wind. Monterey out to an early lead here. Lubbock High outside. It would appear with that stagger, it's hard to tell, but Lubbock Cooper has gained a lot of ground here as Isabella Ramos has the baton. She'll hand it off next to Valicy Salinas. Salinas now with the stick and is on her way. Running the curve here, will get the wind to her back on the back stretch across the field there, and she has caught up to Monterey now. The Lubbock Cooper Lady Pirates look to be strong here with their prelim time of 1:49.27. It will probably be around there. Now Lauren Hamilton with the baton will run the final leg here, and Premier Culver will definitely give her a run for her money. Lubbock Coronado as well in lane 1. Hamilton coming hard down the stretch, looks to be hitting a different gear here. Hamilton pulling away Lubbock Coronado in lane 1 also. Hamilton giving it all she's got, and the Lubbock Cooper Lady Pirates will finish as your district champion in the 4x200 meter relay of the junior varsity girls division. The team of Braylee Barron, Isabel Ramos, Valicy Salinas, and Lauren Hamilton, an unofficial time of 1:47.7, 2 seconds faster than their time yesterday. We'll see what the officials determined here. I haven't seen if we had any red flags on exchanges yet. They're clearing the girls off the track, so it would appear that everything has been resolved at this point. Still waiting on the final results of the 4x2 junior varsity girls. As they sort that out, we'll introduce the girls varsity 4x200 meter relay. The top time coming in was recorded by Lubbock Cooper with a time of 1:42.11. The team of Naomi Wines, Reagan Reed, Kennedy Rioscos, and Campbell Beeler. Running in lane 1 will be the team of Abilene Wiley, made up of Bryn Hewerman, Rosalind Rumsey, Millie Modi, and Maylee Whalem. In lane 2, the team of Lubbock High, made up of Ariana Littlejohn, Joelle Nagele, Rihanna Canono, and Camille Reynolds. In lane 3, the team from Coronado, Ariana Fuller, Sararia James, Ariel Rangel, and Jayton Parks. Lubbock Cooper in lane 4. In lane 5, Lubbock Monterey, the team of Marin Noble, Regina Essex, Haven Culver, and Precious Means. In lane 6, the team from Abilene High, Germaine Williams, Maya Welburn, Hermione Colombe, and Malia Williams. And in lane 7, the team from Abilene Cooper, Savannah Abor, Ashari Davis, Maddie Page, and Chitiase Mpoi. it would appear the starter has to reload his gun. Doing so now as the girls get set to race. The runners are off. Wines of Lubbock Cooper closing the gap in her lane, as well as Abilene High, not just closing the gap, but overcoming it. Wines now doing the same in her lane. The first exchange here. Reed has it for the Lady Pirates. Rumsey has it for Wiley. Maya Wilborn for Abilene High. Wilborn continuing to push here. Reed looking to close the lead. Abilene Cooper coming on strong here. And Monterey also making a move. Reed now getting the baton to Rioscos. Kennedy Rioscos will have some work to do here. We may have a handoff outside of the zone. I'm not sure if Abilene High was able to get the clean exchange. Monterey is certainly now pushing the field here as Rioscos trying to gain ground and cover it up here. It will come down to that final leg. Campbell Beeler, the freshman for the Lady Pirates, will have it for her team. And for Monterey, it will be Precious Means. Campbell has it here, looking to push down the back stretch. Means is coming on strong here in lane 5. It'll be Lubbock Cooper or Monterey, depending on what Means can do. Beeler looks calm and focused down the stretch here. The freshman will carry the Lady Pirates to victory here, and they will be the 4x200 district champions with a time of 1:44.87. By no means one of their faster times of the year, but that time is good enough to advance them to the area round. Lubbock Monterey with a time of 1:45 will also advance. Lubbock Coronado with a time of 1:46 will advance. And rounding out the 4 qualifiers for area will be Abilene Wiley with a time of 1:48.48. Again, not the best race for the Lady Pirates as they've run it quicker. I think Coach Ramby may have had some different girls running it. Did not see Keegan Galmore in that one. And I could be wrong. Maybe she doesn't run it as much. But at this point, it's all about advancing, surviving to the next round. The Lady Pirates, Lady Plainsmen, Lady Mustangs, Lady Bulldogs, all punching their tickets for area. In the boys junior varsity 4x200 meter race, Abilene Wiley comes in with your top time. The team of Heath Shim, Cash Martin, Joseph Johns, and Julius Lane. Julius Lane. In lane 1, you have Lubbock Cooper, the team of Braxton Garrett, Carter Madison, Carter Hill, and Cade Bullen. In lane 2, Abilene High with the team of Raiden Harris, Ninjimbera Sami, Trey Sharp, and Ethan Joyner. In lane 3, the team of Lubbock Coronado with Cavante Carr, Jethro Climacosa, Darian Brooks, and Demarion Finch. In lane 4, we mentioned Abilene Wiley. In lane 5, Lubbock Monterey, you have Austin Rivas, Edward White, Jordan McGowan, and Sebastian Alvarez. In lane 6, Lubbock High with the team of Gian Garcia, Trini Tijerina, Markel Wynn, and Tajay Whitfield. In lane 7, the team from Abilene Cooper, made up of Jaron Pryor, Trey Turner, Xavier Alexander, and Callan Fly. I will say that the heat has posed quite an variable to the track meet this last 2 days. It has been significantly warmer over the last 5 days compared to any 5-day stretch in the last couple of months as the weather changes. That has affected, obviously, the heat index, which, if we're being honest, it's not very hot, but it's a lot hotter than what it has been. And really, for a lot of these teams, it's the hottest of any track meet that they've run in this season. So they have to adjust to that, make sure they're hydrated, and doing what they have to do to stay well. The junior varsity 4x200 meters is underway now. Abilene Wiley making a good time here as we have the first exchange. All exchanges look very clean here. Lubbock Coronado closing the gap now. About to pass Wiley. Right there with them neck and neck. Monterey trying to maintain the lead that they've gained so far. This exchange will be pivotal. Coronado struggles a bit with theirs. Wiley has theirs. This is the third leg of this 4-person race. And we're about to see who will be neck and neck. Lubbock High has gotten out to a bit of a lead. Monterey, Wiley are right there with them. The third and final exchange is clean for Lubbock High. Monterey, Wiley, all teams with the clean exchange. It'll come down to this final leg. Lubbock High is out front. Cade Bullen pushing really hard on that inside lane for the Pirates. Abilene Cooper in lane 7 has a bit of a lead here, and they're going to win it. And the team from Abilene Cooper, with one of the slower times coming into the finals, is going to be your district champion with a time of 1:35.33, which is a full second and a half faster than what they ran yesterday. Lubbock High finishes with a time of 1:35.59. Abilene Cooper finishing with a time of 1:35.86. Those are your top 3 teams in the boys 4x200 meter relay. Abilene Wiley, the team that came in with the best time, finishes in last place, which is very rare. Hard to tell if possibly an injury might have happened, but some days track is like that. It is a very unforgiving sport. You don't have an opportunity to make up for it the same day. And if you're obviously if you're on the junior varsity, rarely are you a senior, so you'll have an opportunity to make up for it the following season. But unlike any other sport, you don't have another opportunity when it comes to these races. In the field events, you got a little bit of wiggle room. 3 throws in the prelims, 3 throws in the finals, or jumps for that matter. So if you have a bad throw or a bad jump, you can make up for it later. Running isn't quite as forgiving, especially if we see a false start, which we saw several yesterday. Several people not advancing to the finals today, which really eliminate them completely from having any opportunity advancing further. Here for the boys varsity 4x200 meter relay, Abilene Cooper came in with the fastest time of 1:28.53. The team of Nick Rodriguez, Cameron Heron, Jalen Parker, and Daniel Bray. In lane 1, you have Abilene High with the team of Isaiah Mariscal, Kenneth Johnson, Braden Henry, Rylan Bradford. In lane 2, the team of Lubbock Coronado, made up of Zakavian Washington, Nehemiah Ginsler, Andre Flores, and Colson Wolf. In lane 3, the team of Abilene Wiley, made up of Braden Regala, Gage Heighton, Hayden Wright, and Larry Smith-Bell. In lane 4, the team of Abilene Cooper. In lane 5, the team of Lubbock Cooper, made up of Carter Gentry, Branson Carlisle, Thaddeus Haney, and Coleman Vaughn. Might mention that Carter Gentry missed several weeks with an illness that kept him from running. It'll be interesting to see how he continues to rebound and get back into running shape. In lane 6, Lubbock Monterey, the team of Desmond Williams, Jaron Gomez, Timothy Tillman, and Alex Stankov. And in lane 7, the team from Lubbock High of Joshua Coleman, Kyler Petruski, Derek Torres, and Harrison Velasco. This race is underway. Gentry immediately looking to close the gap on the teams in front of him. Also, Braden Regala with a strong first leg for Abilene Wiley. The first exchange here is good for the Pirates. Not such a good one for the Lubbock High Westerners. The Plainsmen with a great handoff, and Branson Carlisle really pushing things here for the Pirates, closing the gap on the Plainsmen and the Westerners. They look to be a little bit further ahead, but keep in mind that stagger, the Pirates were back further. Now, Carlisle handing it off to Thad Haney. Haney barely missing the finals in the Open 200 yesterday, looking to prove something here, not only to his team, but to himself. You see now the team of Abilene Cooper picking up ground. Jalen Parker passing Haney now. It'll come down to this last handoff. It's good for the Pirates and the Cougars. May have had a short drop there. Everybody's good over on that corner. And the team from Abilene Cooper is going to run away with it here. It'll be a race for second place as Coleman Vaughn tries to get there for the Pirates. He's being pushed on the outside by Abilene High. We'll see what the tape says, and it will appear that Abilene High will finish second place and Lubbock Cooper finishing third. But the time of 1:28.04 seconds turned in by the Abilene Cooper Cougars will be enough to finish first, and they'll be your district champion. Coleman Vaughn did finish second, and the team of Lubbock Cooper finished second, which is crucial to them, again, in their hunt for a district championship as a team, with a time of 1:30.63, and it had to have been a lunge at the end. But Abilene Wiley finishing third place, and then in fourth place, I didn't quite see it before the board changed, so I'm not certain. But those four teams will advance to area. The teams from Abilene Cooper, Lubbock Cooper, Abilene High, and it was the team from Lubbock High finishing with 1:31.27 to advance to area. Lubbock High turning in one of the slower times yesterday, able to qualify, as well as Abilene High for that matter. Both of those teams turned in slower times yesterday, but they get it together today, and they will advance to area. Congratulations to those four teams. Now we move on to the girls' 400-meter dash for the JV division. In lane 1 from Lubbock Cooper, Liberty Rosette. In lane 2 from Abilene High, Jessenia Okan. In lane 3 from Abilene High, Caroline Besant. In lane 4 from Abilene Wiley, Peyton Hill. In lane 5 from Abilene Wiley is Sarah Martinez. In lane 6 from Lubbock Coronado is Mikhail Edwards. In lane 7 from Lubbock High is Ella Helton. And in lane 8 from Lubbock Cooper, Layla Martinez. Peyton Hill of Abilene Wiley comes into the finals with the fastest time by a full second of 1:04.26. junior varsity girls 400-meter run. I had a professor in college say this was the hardest race ever. And I agreed with him until I saw the 300-meter hurdles. And since then, I've wondered if his statement was accurate. It'll appear that Peyton Hill, turning in the fastest time in the prelims, will also turn in the fastest time here in the finals, as she's going to win by a significant margin, followed by Sarah Martinez, Carolyn Besant, and Mikhail Edwards. So they'll finish as they came in here. Hill with a time of 104.26, which is the same exact time she turned in yesterday. That's pretty hard to do. Sarah Martinez, her teammate, turning in a time of 105.15. Mikhail Edwards of Lubbock Coronado turning in a time of 106.24. And Caroline Besant of Abilene High finishing in fourth place. Your district champion here in the girls' 400-meter dash will be Peyton Hill of Abilene Wiley. Taking the podium now are the 4x200-meter runners. Monterey finishing in second place. Coronado finished in third. And the team from Lubbock Cooper will be your gold medal winners in the 4x200-meter relay. Congratulations to those teams. Now for the girls' varsity 400-meter dash. Coming into the finals today with the fastest time is Elizabeth Flores from Lubbock High. Running in lane 1 for Lubbock High will be Carolina Hernandez Acosta. In lane 2 from Lubbock Cooper, McKenna Welch. In lane 3 from Abilene Wiley, Taylor Riley. Flores in lane 4. In lane 5, Ambrosia Cole of Lubbock Monterey. In lane 6, Savannah Woods from Lubbock Cooper. Savannah also a soccer player. In soccer, you got to have a lot of stamina, and you probably got to have a lot of stamina to run this race. Be a little bit crazy, too. In lane 7, Charlie Garland of Monterey. And in lane 8, Abigail Johnson of Abilene Wiley. Runners are getting set. Gun is up and off. Girls varsity not a 4 by anything. It's just a straight 400-meter dash. And Cole of Monterey looking to gain an early lead here. Flores coming on strong in lane 4 will look to push Cole here. They're using the wind now at their backs as they come around the stretch on the back side. Working the corner here. Flores looking to pull away here from Cole. It'll come down to the back stretch. 1 and 2 will be Flores and Cole, potentially. Taylor Riley giving it some push here in lane 3. Savannah Woods coming on strong in lane 7. 6. In lane 6, and Savannah Woods will qualify for area, finishing in fourth place. The top 4 finishers will be Flores of Lubbock High with a time of 58.73. Cole of Lubbock Monterey with a time of 59.42. Riley of Abilene Wiley with a time of 61.61 seconds. And finishing out the top 4 advancing to area will be Savannah Woods of Lubbock Cooper with a time of 62.67 seconds. Congratulations to those young ladies taking the podium here at Pirate Stadium. Receiving their medals for the 4x200-meter run. Lubbock Cooper finishing in second place, Abilene Cooper finishing in first place. On the track now are the junior varsity boys 400-meter dash runners. Abilene High's Gody Gomez turned in the quickest time out of the prelims with a time of 54.07 seconds. Running in lane 1 for Lubbock High will be Tajay Whitfield. In lane 2 of Lubbock Cooper, Thomas Cohn. In lane 3 of Lubbock Coronado, Owen Edwards. Gomez in lane 4 from Abilene High. In lane 5 of Abilene Cooper is Peyton Ewing. In lane 6 of Lubbock Monterey is Miguel Palomo. In lane 7 of Lubbock Monterey is Taman Fitch. And rounding out the field in lane 8 is Joseph Garza of Lubbock High. Ewing coming on strong down the backside here with the wind at his back, trying to push to the lead, and does, but Gomez definitely giving chase here coming around the final corner as the two come down the back stretch. They will push one another. Cohn in lane 2 looking to change gears now, also being pushed by Edwards of Coronado. Peyton Ewing pulls ahead. Edwards in lane 2 is going to pull to second place as well. And Gomez will finish 3rd. Thomas Cohn will finish 4th. Peyton Ewing of Abilene Cooper will be your boys 400-meter dash junior varsity district champion with a time of 54.03 seconds. Correction. Owen Edwards of Lubbock Coronado must have come back from behind and beat Ewing by a head nod with a time of 54.03 seconds. Ewing finishes with 54.05 seconds. Gomez finishes with a time of 54.86 seconds. And Thomas Cohn of Lubbock Cooper finishing in 4th place with a time of 55 point some odd seconds. Some odd is an unofficial time. Now for the boys varsity 400-meter dash. Coming in with the fastest time is Zion Daniels of Lubbock Monterey with a time of 51.15 seconds. Closely in second with a time of 51.18 is Emmett Jones of Lubbock Cooper. Following through the lanes here, in lane 1 of Abilene Cooper is Christian Rico. In lane 2 of Abilene High is Daevion Rapp. In lane 3 of Abilene Wiley is Harrison Heighton. Daniels in lane 4, Jones of Lubbock Cooper in lane 5. In lane 6, Andre Washington of Abilene Wiley. The dark horse in this race for me, and I am somewhat biased, is Rylan Langley of Lubbock Cooper in lane 7. In lane 8 of Abilene High is Jackson Howell. Langley in lane 7 coming around the corner now, looking to push for the lead here. Jones in lane 5, now pushing it, changing gears here. Daniels with the strong lead. Jones coming on strong toward the end. It'll be a photo finish here for 2, 3, 4. But Zion Daniels will be advancing to area as your district champion in the 400-meter run with a time of 50.86 seconds. Emmett Jones will finish second with a time of 51.23. Christian Rico will finish third with a time of 51.38. And Harrison Heighton of Abilene Wiley will finish with a time of 51.61 seconds. Folks, second through fifth place are all decided by 0.5 tenths of a second. Congratulations to those individuals advancing on to area. Zion Daniels, Emmett Jones, Harrison Heighton, and Christian Rico. Now we have Isaac Montoya once again in the wheelchair race of the 400-meter dash. He recorded a time of 1:20.30 seconds yesterday. Again, he will race for time today. There is not another competitor. Montoya will race against himself and look to better his time from yesterday. He has to stay in his lane the entire time. He will be racing in lane 4. And Montoya is off. Montoya finishing down the stretch here. Into the headwind. And he crosses the finish line with a time of 1:28.3 seconds. Again, he will advance to the area round next week at Plains Capital Park, Lowry Field, as our hurdle setters get things ready to go here for the 300-meter hurdles. As we count now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flats of hurdles set. We're good to go on the track. The girls' 300-meter hurdles first. The junior varsity division. The fastest time coming into the finals was set by Cameron Glackmeyer with a time of 51.14 seconds. For running for Lubbock Coronado in lane 1 will be Kirsten Nelson. Running in lane 2 of Lubbock Cooper will be Sadie Mianelli. Running in lane 3 from Lubbock Cooper will be Tierney Green, a sophomore. Running in lane 4 again is Glackmeyer. Running in lane 5 is Maddie Schlock of Abilene Wiley. Running in lane 6 is Aveliel Payton of Abilene Cooper. In lane 7 is Addison Kitten of Lubbock Cooper. And in lane 8, Malaysia Galindo of Abilene High. This race starts in the southeast corner of the track. Glackmeyer maintaining that pace as she did yesterday, being pushed by Tyranny Green, running into the wind now. Sadie Minielli also coming on strong here, will push Green for second or third. Glackmeyer appears to have first locked up that final hurdle as she's over it. Minielli and Green will see who can finish second and third. I believe it will be Minielli, but Glackmeyer will finish as your district champion in the girls' 300-meter hurdles with a time of 51.33 seconds. It will be Tyranny Green edging out Minielli with a time of 53.42, Minielli with 53.62, followed and rounded out by Aviel Payton of Abilene Cooper with a time of 53.95 seconds. Getting set now for the girls' 300-meter hurdles varsity division. Coming in with the fastest time from Abilene Cooper is Samara Green with a time of 45.82 seconds. That's 2 seconds faster than the closest runner. Rounding up the field here in lane 1 of Abilene High is Deasia Collins. From Lubbock Monterey in lane 2 is Hattie Huey. And from Lubbock High in lane 3 is Sarah Dye, who won the 100-meter hurdles. Green, as we mentioned, of Abilene Cooper is in lane 4. In lane 5 from Monterey is Regine Essex. In lane 6 from Abilene Wiley is Kiera Robinson. In lane 7 of Abilene High is Adriana Peoples. And in lane 8 from Lubbock Coronado is Jayton Parks. And they're off. Samara Green looking to pick up where she left things off yesterday, really attacking these hurdles and sprinting very strongly between them. Looks very smooth around the curve here. Way out front. Nobody is going to catch her unless she were to clip a hurdle. She attacks them and gets over them with ease. Dye is the next closest to her. Essex will push also to finish second place. It's going to be all Samara Green here in the girls' 300-meter hurdle varsity division. Dye finishing second place. And quite a time here turned in by Samara Green, bettering her time from a day ago, finishing with 44.75 seconds. She'll be your district champion. Sarah Dye of Lubbock High, Regine Essex of Lubbock Monterey, and Adriana Peoples of Abilene High. All four will advance to the area round next week at Lowry Field. They'll move the hurdles up now for the 300-meter hurdles for the junior varsity division. The fastest time turned in by Colton Phillips. Again, 3 Pirates in this race, as Cade Bullen and Carter Harris will join Colton Phillips. Running in lane 1 will be Pearson Walters of Abilene High. In lane 2 will be Stephen Reese Jr. of Abilene High. Bullen of Lubbock Cooper in lane 3. Phillips of Lubbock Cooper in lane 4. Carter Harris of Lubbock Cooper in lane 5. Bright Adipo of Abilene Cooper in lane 6. Aaron Rodriguez of Lubbock Coronado in lane 7. And in lane 8, Ethan Joyner from Abilene High. Phillips also looking very smooth here through the hurdles, covering a lot of ground in between, really pushing the pace here in the JV boys division. Carter Harris as well as Cade Bullen. Phillips gets over that hurdle and does the work in between the hurdles. Carter Harris gaining some ground here as well as Bullen. It would appear that it will be Colton Phillips as your JV district champ. Carter Harris will finish second. I don't know if it will be Bullen or Walters finishing in third place. Phillips records a time of 52.21 seconds. Carter Harris in second place. Cade Bullen does finish in third place. And in fourth place will be Walters, just barely by 0.06 of a second, edged out by Cade Bullen. And just like we saw in the boys 110 hurdles, here in the 300-meter hurdles of the junior varsity division, the top 3 finishers all Lubbock Cooper Pirates. Very impressive by the Pirate team and their JV boys. And very important again as they look to win that team title. Moving on now to the boys 300-meter hurdles. Coming in with the quickest time is Cooper Morris with a time of 40.29 seconds. Morris, unfortunately, jumped the gun in the 110 hurdles and was disqualified immediately from that, an event that he had to be one of the heavy favorites. Ends up not being able to run because of the false start, which I'm sure motivated him to make sure that he did well in the 300 hurdles. We'll see how he can do it tonight. Running in lane 1 for Lubbock Monterey is Will Collier. In lane 2 for Monterey is Jesse Elizondo II. In lane 3 for Lubbock Cooper is Cole Katara. Cooper Morris is in lane 4. In lane 5 from Abilene High is Josh Melson. In lane 6 from Abilene High is Gabriel Alcantar. In lane 7 from Lubbock Monterey is Novaj Lewis. And in lane 8 from Lubbock High is Jeremy Morrison. They are off. Cooper Morris closing the gap here on this staggered start, covering a lot of ground, really attacking the hurdles. Almost looked to have a slight stutter step there. His form has gotten so good from beginning till now, really pushing things here. Katara running right by him in lane 3. The 2 from Abilene High in 5 and 6 also giving chase. Cooper Morris will look to finish strong here and does get over that last hurdle. He'll finish in first. I believe it will be Katara or or Melson in second. It is going to be Morris finishing with a time of 40.716 seconds to be the district champion. Alcantar will finish second, Katara finishing third, and Melson finishing fourth. Those four gentlemen will advance to the area round next week. Cooper Morris of Lubbock Cooper will be your district champion in the boys 300-meter hurdles. I'm sure that is extremely satisfying for the senior who will not be able to participate in the 110s. All of his efforts and energy focused on the 300-meter hurdles. Congratulations to Cooper Morris, Alcantar of Abilene High, Cole Katara of Lubbock Cooper, and Josh Melson of Abilene High. Teammates from each school will represent their schools next week. Area is a one-day meet. Four representatives of District 4 5A, 4 representatives of District 3 5A compete together to see who will advance to the regional track meet. As they get the hurdles removed from the track, they'll move the starting blocks three more races to finish up the District 4 5A track meet. This one started at 1 o'clock this afternoon with field events. The running got going about 4:30, 4:45. A slight break up here between the 300 hurdles and the 200-meter dash. Running it backwards here. I'm sorry, folks. I was looking in the wrong spot. Completely forgot we were running this one different than normal. This is the junior varsity girls division here. And Valacy Salinas coming on strong in the end. Lauren Hamilton, I believe, is who's going to actually end up winning it. And it is Lauren Hamilton with a time of 26.97 seconds, faster than what she ran yesterday. Aaron Kraft finishing in second place. Valacy Salinas finishing in third. And Abby Alvarado finishing in fourth place. Lauren Hamilton will be your district champion here in the girls' 200-meter dash. And folks, I don't think I can say this enough. Between the girls who are running in the open 200 of the varsity division and in the junior varsity division, both relays finishing tops in the 200-meter dash, there are some quality runners here in the girls' 200-meter dash from Lubbock Cooper. Congratulations to Lauren Hamilton, who will be the district champion representing Lubbock Cooper. Marie Culpepper finished in 7th place. Now for the girls' varsity 200-meter dash. It fields two of the fastest 200-meter runners in our region in Naomi Wines and Keegan Galmore, teammates that will run head-to-head here in the open 200, as well as their other teammate, Campbell Beeler, who's a freshman, running in lane 8. Running in lane 1 for Abilene Cooper will be Jaslyn Hatcher. In lane 2 for Monterey, Anna Rogers. For Abilene Wiley in lane 3 will be Ann Lee Waite. Wines, Galmore in 4 and 5. Malia Whitman of Wiley in lane 6. Jermaine Williams in 7 and Beeler in 8. And Wines looks to have the early lead pushed by Waite in lane 3. Wines pulling ahead now. Waite will look to finish second. Galmore pulling up will finish in third. And fourth place appears to be Malia Whitman. We'll see what the tape says. But Wines finishing with a time of 24.15 seconds, folks, and I believe will be a school record. Waite with a time of 24.44. Keegan Galmore with a time of 24.80. And it was Williams, Jermaine Williams of Abilene High, finishing with a time of 25.68 seconds. Wines, Waite, Galmore, and Williams all punching their ticket to the area track meet next week. Now the boys' 200-meter dash in the junior varsity division. Braxton Garrett of Lubbock Cooper comes in with the fastest time of 23.38 seconds. In lane 1 for Abilene High was Mackenzie Shahzada. In lane 2 for Abilene Wiley is Alex Ononye. In lane 3 for Abilene Cooper is Clayton Gift. We mentioned Garrett of Lubbock Cooper in lane 4. Preston Jones of Lubbock Cooper in lane 5. Cavante Carr of Lubbock Coronado in lane 6. Trey Turner of Lubbock Cooper in lane 7. And Cash Martin of Abilene Wiley in lane 8. I wonder if Cash Martin might be related to Coach Martin, longtime baseball coach, longtime football coach for Abilene Wiley. Something I'll look into. And it appears that Martin is not running today. So I'll have to find out later. But Jones is definitely running and pushing the pace here, getting out ahead. Garrett pushing it toward the end. And Preston Jones, folks, is going to win the boys' 200-meter dash with a time of 22.89. Garrett will finish second. The Pirates going 1 and 2 here in the junior varsity division. Cavante Carr will finish third place. And Clayton Gift finishing in fourth. Preston Jones will be your boys' 200-meter dash district champion in the junior varsity boys division. Congratulations to him. Now we see the speedsters of the boys' 200-meter varsity division We talked about Cal Ritz lighting things up in the 100-meter dash. He also turned in the fastest time in the 200-meter dash. Running in lane 1 for Abilene High will be Kenneth Johnson. In lane 2 of Abilene High will be Rylan Bradford. In lane 3 for Abilene Wiley will be Braden Regala. Cal Ritz in lane 4. Alan Gant, the speedster from Lubbock Coronado, in lane 5. Jalen Parker of Lubbock Cooper in lane 6. Jalen Pryor of Abilene Cooper in lane 7. And Carter Gentry of Lubbock Cooper in lane 8. Again, reminding you that Gentry missed several weeks with that illness and is one of the fastest kids that I've ever been able to coach and seen run. It'll be interesting to see how he does things here, if he can make a push, possibly to try to win the district championship here in the boys 200-meter dash. Also would look at Braden Regala. Obviously, Ritz and Gant turned in 2 very quick times, really only separated by about 0.3 tenths of a second. As the gentlemen here walk into their blocks, look to get set. Starter has the gun up. Runners are set, and they're off. Strong start by all of the field here as Cal Ritz looks to separate himself from the pack. With the wind at his back, Regala also giving chase here, and Ritz hits a different gear here, folks, on the back stretch. Home stretch, it'll go Ritz, Regala, Parker, and I believe Pryor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cal Ritz turning in a time of 21.32 seconds. Regala turning in a time of 21.60 seconds. Jalen Parker turning in a time of 21.82 seconds. And Jalen Pryor turning in a time of 22.20 seconds. Carter Gentry will be on the outside looking in, finishing in 5th. But congratulations to Ritz, Regala, Parker, and Pryor for advancing to area next week. And congratulations to the district champion, Callan Ritz, in the 200-meter dash. Ritz, having missed last track season due to an injury, was able to rehab, get well, come back for the football season, and then he's been running here this season on the track and lighting it up. We're going to take a short break if you're listening on the YouTube channel, and we will be back in just a moment with the remainder of the track meet. We have the 1,600-meter run and the 1,600-meter relay to wrap things up here from the District 4-5A Track Championships, and you're listening to it right here on the LCISD Athletics YouTube channel. run made up of competitors from Lubbock Cooper, Lubbock Monterey, Abilene High, Lubbock High, Abilene Cooper, and Lubbock Coronado. Jasmine Borkhart of Lubbock Cooper is running. Also running, Mallory Begay of Lubbock Monterey, Serenity Cavazos of Lubbock Monterey, Jaslyn Ortiz of Abilene High, Bronwyn Poch of Lubbock High, Danica Thompson of Abilene Cooper, Mia Garcia of Abilene High, Kaylin Bridges of Abilene Wiley, Tiana Smith of Abilene Cooper, Grace Del Rio of Abilene Cooper, Zoraya Mendez of Lubbock Coronado, Anahi Perez of Lubbock Monterey, Amelia Hernandez of Lubbock Coronado, Emily Brumley of Abilene High, Jordan Smith of Lubbock Cooper, Maddie Hamilton of Lubbock Cooper, Lola Nicholas of Lubbock High, and Brianna Santos of Lubbock Coronado. I will do my very best to try to tell you who wins, but in the course of the race, I'm going to have a really hard time telling you who is who, as this is one of those races where they're not confined to one lane. They're able to get to that inside lane at one point and head around the track. Based on jerseys, I could try to guess who each one is, but it would be pretty hard. So, not gonna do it. Final lap underway here. We'll have a little bit of chase here as this girl from Monterey pushing the girl from Lubbock Cooper, I believe. We'll see how they finish as they're called in and called up. It's going to be Emily Brumley of Abilene High finishing in first place with a time of 6:18.12. Mallory Begay of Monterey, Jasmine Borkart of Lubbock Cooper, and Maddie Hamilton of Lubbock Cooper finishing in the top 4. The district champion from Abilene High will be Emily Brumley for the girls' 1,600-meter run in the junior varsity division. Still have a few ladies on the track finishing up. Now it'll be the varsity girls lining up here for the 1,600-meter run. Those girls are from Abilene Wiley, Marissa Dudley. From Abilene High, Marin Murray. From Abilene Cooper, Lillian Romero. From Lubbock Cooper, Taylor Young. From Monterey, Bailey Springer. Also from Lubbock Monterey, Sydney Smothers. From Lubbock Coronado, Zanasia Harris. From Abilene Cooper, Celeste Mata. From Lubbock Monterey, Roslyn Rodriguez. From Lubbock Coronado, Avery Duncan. From Lubbock Coronado, Abrielle Gomez. From Abilene Wiley, Emery Nicholson. From Lubbock Cooper, Taylor Bullen. From Abilene Cooper, Jenna Herrera. From Abilene, Jocelyn Smith. And from Lubbock High, Rhea Felton and Reese Pena. The runners getting their instructions here from our starter. They're finishing up getting all of the numbers and positions put in for the 1,600-meter run of the junior varsity division. 2 laps down, 2 laps to go here in the varsity girls 1600 meter run. 6 races after this one. I want to have the same energy as this guy in the red polo running across the field all day. Kudos to him. And maybe I might have the same energy, but I don't right now. About to catch my second wind. Might eat a cookie. Who knows? But there's no water, so it's not looking good. And I got a feeling maybe, just maybe, there's a dozen people listening. 17 people watching. Thanks for sticking it out, folks. Still have 2 laps here for the girls in the back. 1 lap for the girl in the front who is running an extremely fast pace. Might be Reese Pena running in the front here with 1 lap to go. The bell lap, if you will. I'm not sure anybody is going to catch Reese Pena. It would appear right now, Pena is going to lap one of the contestants. Second place, third place, both look to be pretty solidified at the current pace. The spot for fourth, which would qualify someone for area, is up for grabs, but we'll see how it shakes out, so to speak. But Reese Pena is going to be the district champion here in the varsity girls 1600 meter relay, turning in a very quality time. Not her fastest time by any means, but way faster than anybody else today. Unofficially will be 5:17.4. Coming in second place, we will wait for the tape here, and appears that we'll have a girl from Monterey finishing in third and fourth place, respectively. Zanasia Harris of Coronado will finish in second place. Bailey Springer of Monterey will finish in third place. And Sydney Smothers, also of Monterey, will finish in fourth place. Those 4 ladies punching their ticket to the area round. Congratulations to Reese Pena being the district champion here in the girls 1600 meter varsity run. Thank you, Casey Greer, for looking out for me, and Amber Tucker for cheering on someone not me. Thank you for that. If you're still listening, I hope that Chloe's there having a great evening running amok. those of you who know me, and maybe those of you who don't know me well, but I don't rarely eat something if I don't have a drink, and there is not a drink up here currently because I'm the guy who brings the drinks up here, and I've been up here since 3:45. Bad form on my part for not bringing more water, I know. Y'all, if you can, think about it. Think about me. Pray for me because my throat's getting dry. It's getting down to crunch time, but I think I can pull through. I think I got it. And if I don't, you're just going to have to watch it without any commentary or voice or anything, which some of you may already muted me, so it'll be great. These varsity girls finishing things up here. I think the final participant has crossed the finish line. And I'm not sure how fast she finished, but I can guarantee you it was faster than I ever will. Good job by that young lady finishing up. Moving on now to the junior varsity boys 1,600 meter run. Runners in this race are Brian Lugo from Lubbock High, Noah Ellis of Lubbock Cooper, Aldo Sanchez of Abilene High, Vincent Trujillo of Lubbock High, Jesse Strobel of Abilene Cooper, Lincoln Skelton of Lubbock Cooper, Gabriel Reyna of Abilene Cooper, George Trujillo of Lubbock High. Wonder if Vincent and George are related. Elijah Smothers of Lubbock Monterey, and maybe Smothers is related to the Smothers girl who just ran. Angel Fernandez of Lubbock Coronado, Luis Portillo of Lubbock Cooper, Bo McKinnon of Abilene Wiley, Austin Stevens of Lubbock Coronado, Antonio Rodriguez of Lubbock Monterey, Seth Bergen of Abilene Wiley, Tyrus Rogers of Lubbock Coronado, Dustin Cantrell of Abilene Wiley, Kevin Ginn of Abilene High, Cassidy Scott of Abilene High, Devin Gonzalez of Abilene Cooper, and Grayson Hastings of Lubbock Monterey. I'm curious also if Cassidy Scott has been misplaced in this race or if there is a boy named Cassidy, which will be the first time I've ever heard of a boy named Cassidy, but it is 2023 and names have changed. Not everyone gets to be named Silas like back in 1981. The runners are to their marks, and now they're off. Half will start in that far outside lane, outside area of the track. Once they pass the cones, they can all merge inside as quickly as they can. And you see several do so now. The fastest time so far has been turned in by Aldo Sanchez of Abilene High, running a sub-5 minute mile. I'm fairly confident I could do 2 laps in under 5 minutes. I'm not going to be happy about it, but I bet I could do it. And no, we're not going to find out. Noah Ellis in second place currently for Lubbock Cooper. One lap down, 3 laps to go here. This, the junior varsity boys 1,600 meter run, also known as the mile. Following this race and one more mile run, we'll have the mile relay, which can be very exciting. If I can, I'll try to get the point totals prior to the mile relay, as sometimes it's close enough that that mile relay can decide your champion. And here comes the bell lap, final lap. You'll see several of the participants begin to pick up the pace here on this last lap, knowing just about how much they have left in the tank versus how far they have left to go. First runner about to cross the finish line with ease. The next runner a good 50 meters behind them. Hastings of Lubbock, Monterey, turning in one of the better times here in a sub 5 minute mile at 4:58. Followed by Sanchez of Abilene High with a 5:10 mile. We'll see how it shakes down here. Have a bit of a burst toward the end. They try to line them up as they finish here. But there's still some that have a whole nother lap to finish. Me personally might try to sneak in with these guys finishing if I knew I had, but that's just me. Noah Ellis of Lubbock Cooper finishing with a time of 5:18.12. And then Antonio Rodriguez of Lubbock Monterey finishing in 4th place. Point totals after the 200-meter race. These totals will not include the mile or the mile relay, obviously. But in the junior varsity, let me see where we're at here. In the junior varsity girls division, right now, Lubbock Cooper is in 1st place with 185 points. Abilene High in 2nd place with 103 points. Abilene Wiley in 3rd place with 68 points. Lubbock Coronado in 4th place with 63 points. Lubbock Monterey in 5th place with 52 points. Lubbock Cooper is in 6th place, Abilene Cooper is in 6th place with 47 points. And rounding out the district for the JV girls in 7th place is Lubbock High with 9 points. In the varsity girls division, in 1st place with we'll go backwards. In 7th place, Lubbock Coronado with 32 points. In 6th place, Abilene Wiley with 41.5 points. In 5th place, Abilene High with 63.5 points. In 4th place, Lubbock High with 65 points. I can tell you that's going to change based on the mile. In 3rd place, Abilene Cooper with 70 points. In 2nd place, Lubbock Monterey with 94 points. And in 1st place with 161 points after the girls' 200-meter dash is Lubbock Cooper. For the JV boys in 7th place with 25.3 points, you have Lubbock High. In 6th place with 38 points is Abilene Wiley. In 5th place with 65 points is Abilene Cooper. In 4th place, Abilene High with 73.3 points. In 3rd place is Monterey with 75 points. In 2nd place is Coronado with 81 points. And a great finish here by this young man, really bursting at the end. Very well done. In 1st place with a score of 169.3 points is Lubbock Cooper. If you hear .3 and you're curious as to how there could be .3, there was a 3-way tie that could not be broken, so they break up those points into thirds, obviously, because of the 3. But Lubbock Cooper in the lead of so far for JV girls, varsity girls, JV boys. And now for varsity boys, in 7th place is Coronado with 16.5 points. In 6th place is Lubbock High with 20 points. In 5th place is Abilene Cooper with 61 points. In 4th place is Wiley with 65 points. In 3rd place is Monterey with 97.5 points. In 2nd place is Abilene Wiley with 103 points. And in 1st place with 164 points is Lubbock Cooper. We're set here now for the varsity boys 1,600-meter run. Runners in this race from Lubbock High is Elias Gonzalez. From Lubbock High, Joseph Guerrero. From Monterey, probably the favorite is David Mora. From Lubbock Monterey is Trip Gray. From Abilene Wiley, Colton Stevens. From Abilene High, Andrew Villa. From Lubbock Cooper, Jonathan Ortegon. From Lubbock Cooper, Luis Guerrero. From Abilene Wiley, Evan Ashley. From Monterey, Xavier Sanchez. From Coronado, Roman Martinez. From Abilene Wiley, Foster Cave. From Abilene Cooper, Adam Gutierrez. From Lubbock Coronado, Lathan Myers. From Abilene Cooper, Leo Bravo. From Abilene High, Aiden Seekins. From Coronado, Dalton Busby. From Lubbock Cooper, Edgar Herrera. From Abilene High, John Alcantar. And from Abilene Cooper, Alejandro Castillo. They are off here in the boys' 1,600-meter run. Into the second lap here. You'll start to see Mora make his push. Has a very strong pace that he runs with. All of the Monterey runners, as they're in those pink jerseys today, run with. Two laps to go now. Into the third lap, you'll start to see Mora begin to separate himself just a bit. On his heels, though, is Andrew Villa of Abilene High. Could see a very strong competition by these two over the last 800, we'll say 600 meters of this race. Get ready for this, folks. We are going to see a phenomenal finish here between David Mora and Andrew Villa of Abilene High. Mora hitting another gear here on the last 100 meters of this race. Villa trying to hold pace with him, just does not have the different gear that Mora has, and he is going to finish almost, it'll be close, a 4:30.6 mile, 4.5 minute mile. Villa finishing right behind him Both of those young men advancing to area via finishing 4:33.45. Elias Gonzalez of Lubbock High will finish in 3rd place, and finishing in 4th place, advancing to area, will be Trip Gray. Congratulations to those four. Mora, your 1,600-meter varsity boys district champion. Some strong finishes here. Just a few more on the track before this one is all wrapped up, and then we'll be into our final 4 races of the evening. We'll see what point totals might look like after the mile. Take a short break right here from the District 4-5A Track Championships as we head into our last race. You've been listening to it right here on the LCISD Athletics YouTube channel. And we're back here from the District 4-5A Championships in track and field. 4 miles to go. 4 miles to go. And it starts with the girls 4x400 meter relay. In lane 1 is Abilene Cooper with the team of Abby Alvarado, Deshanae Murray, Ashari Ralston, and Aviele Payton. In lane 2, from Lubbock High, is Abigail Barnett, Tram Tran, Brownwind Poach, and Ella Helton. In lane 3, from Lubbock Monterey, Anna Hunt, Kylie Delatorre, Gabby Garcia, and Primary Culver. In lane 4, from Abilene Wiley, Jolie Ward, Peyton Hill, Emma Williams, and Sarah Martinez. In lane 5, from Lubbock Cooper, Braylee Barron, Brantley Hill, Layla Martinez, and Isabel Ramos. In lane 6, from Abilene High, is Tabitha Browser, Caroline Besant, Jessenia Ocon, and Kamaya Jackson. In lane 7, Lubbock Coronado, Ruby Rodriguez, Michael Edwards, Angelic Dunstan, and Kirsten Nelson. This race is underway with Lubbock Cooper setting an early pace, getting out front on this first leg by Braylee Barron. In the first leg, you have to stay in your lane. On the second leg, you have to stay in your lane until you get to the break point. That break point over in the east corner of the stadium, you can see a gentleman with the white flag. As he holds it up, he'll grant them the opportunity to run in now. They start that descent down the track. It appears that Wiley is in first, followed by Lubbock Cooper, Lubbock Monterey in third. Currently, Brantley Hill covering a lot of ground here, really keeping her team in it. Lubbock High now will pass Abilene High. Wiley gets the stick first. Now Lubbock Cooper, as Layla Martinez will try to catch up here to Emma Williams. Both girls running extremely hard, and it looks like Martinez is dipping into the bag just a bit. Not much of a wind at their back, but there is a wind there, and Martinez is covering a lot of ground here. Really putting out a lot of energy. We'll see if she can maintain it around the curve here and down the back stretch. Martinez running with Emma Williams, kind of using her as a draft, so to speak. TJ Brunn, our trainer, coming in clutch with the water. Y'all know what that means. I got a cookie. I got a water. Hey, 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 hey. Back in the game. Wiley has it. Here's the last leg. Lubbock Cooper second. It'll come down to this leg by Sarah Martinez for Wiley and Isabel Ramos for Lubbock Cooper. Martinez gets out to an early lead. They've maintained this pace the entire race, has Wiley. But Isabel Ramos is coming on strong, right on the heels of Martinez. Don't forget about the other runners here, as the competitor, which appears from either Abilene High or Lubbock High, I can't really tell based on the jersey right now, is making a strong push here. It's going to come down here for Ramos and Martinez. Ramos is behind Martinez right now. She's going to have to move a bit, but Martinez is hitting that gear down the stretch here. Ramos running hard, giving it all she's got. She's going to have to push a little bit harder if she's going to catch Martinez, and that is not what's going to happen here, as Abilene Wiley will be your junior varsity girls district champion in the 4x400 meter relay. The Lady Pirates of Lubbock Cooper will finish second, followed by, wait for it, Abilene High in third place with a time of 4:31. Great job by Abilene Wiley and Lubbock Cooper as they ran neck and neck pretty much the entire race. Now we'll move on to the varsity girls 4x400 meter relay. In lane 1 will be Lubbock Coronado with the team of Ariel Rangel, Jayton Parks, Yukari Fuller, and Zanesha Harris. In lane 2, the team from Lubbock Monterey, made up of Charlie Garland, Hattie Huey, Bailey Springer, and Reginae Essex. In lane 3, the team from Abilene Cooper of Samara Green, Annie Lee Waite, Amaya Walzer, and Maura Robertson. In lane 4, the team from Lubbock High, made up of Sarah Dye, the hurdler, Lydia Braken, Reese Pena, and Elizabeth Flores. That means that Reese Pena is going to have run a mile and then another lap, 5 laps in the span of about 20 minutes. Wow. In lane 5, running for Lubbock Cooper will be McKenna Welch, Diana Hicks, Reagan Reed, and Savannah Woods. In lane 6, from Abilene Wiley will be Abigail Johnson, Malia Whitman, Taylor Riley, and Rachel Sorensen. And rounding out the field from Abilene High will be Zoe Van, Molly Besant, Claire Bone, and Alexis Heckathorn. They are off here in the girls' varsity 4x400 meter relay. Favorite has to be Lubbock High. They've turned in the fastest time by 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Lubbock Cooper with the second fastest time, but not far is Abilene Cooper, followed by Abilene Wiley after that. We'll see how they compete today. It depends on any given track day, how these teams will finish. One of the most exciting races of the afternoon. Lubbock High maintaining that lead. McKenna Welch covering some ground here in lane 5. Gets it to Diana Hicks for Lubbock Cooper. They're all fairly close together in the pack right now. They get to the waterfall here. Cut inside. Hicks really trying to establish position. Makes the move here. Running a very strong leg. gets cut off here on the curve. We'll have to power through the curve here. Lubbock High maintaining the lead. Followed by Abilene High, Wiley, and Lubbock Cooper. Third exchange here. Lubbock Cooper falls back very far here. Remember, folks, this is for a chance to run at area next week and advance. The Lady Pirates will have to make up a lot of ground here if they are to get into one of those top 4 spots. Lubbock High is just setting themselves apart. While Abilene High behind them, Cooper making a push here. Abilene Cooper, that is. Abilene Wiley and the sophomore for the Lady Pirates, Reagan Reed, trying to give her team a chance to get back in it. Lubbock High on the last stretch, really separating themselves now. Abilene Cooper also in contention here. They'll be in second place for now. Lubbock High down the stretch is going to be your 4-5A district champion in the varsity girls division. Who will finish second, third, and fourth? We will see here. Abilene Wiley pushing for second here. Monterey coming on strong here. Abilene High, also trying to make a push here. It'll be Wiley, the team from Wiley, Monterey, and Abilene High. Abilene Cooper in 6th, Lubbock Cooper in 7th, and Lubbock Coronado, I believe, will finish in 8th place. Lubbock High turning in a time of 4 minutes and 61 seconds. I'm not sure what the track record is, but that is fast. 4 minutes and 61 seconds has to be one of the best times in the area for sure, in the region possibly. Congratulations to Lubbock High, the district champion, the 4x400 meter relay varsity girls division. Joining them at area next week will be Abilene Wiley, Lubbock Monterey, and Abilene High. Now we will get set for the JV boys 4x400 meter relay. In lane 1 will be Lubbock Monterey, the team of Miguel Palomo, Espen Garcia, Taman Fitch, and Tanner Emily. In lane 2, the team from Abilene High, consisting of Raiden Harris, Ivan Santana, Adrian Munoz, and Gody Gomez. In lane 3, the team from Lubbock High, made up of Ethan Torres, Joseph Garza, Trini Tijerina, and Tajay Whitfield. In lane 4, the team from Lubbock Cooper, consisting of Colton Phillips, Preston Jones, Cade Bullen, and Thomas Cohn. In lane 5, the team from Abilene Wiley, consisting of Drew Penny, Heath Shim, Ian Driscoll, and Alex Ononye. In lane 6, the team from Lubbock Coronado, consisting of Owen Edwards, Aaron Rodriguez, Amar Balduke, and Houston Bell. And in lane 7, the team from Abilene Cooper, made up of Jeremiah Apel, Christopher Bacon, Peyton Ewing and Xavier Alexander. And they're off here in the JV boys. The final 8 laps of the track meet underway here. Colton Phillips getting the lead early for the Pirates. Phillips, a district champion in the 100 hurdles, 110 hurdles, the 300 hurdles, now looking to be a district champ here. In the 4x400 meter relay, has already caught almost the front of Colton Phillips. Turning it on here. Gets it into the hands of Jonathan Baker. Baker, a very strong 400 meter runner in his own right. They've created a lot of space here as Baker heads toward the inside lane. He's got it now. Very strong runner behind him from Abilene High. Baker certainly will have to push hard here down this back stretch. As the runner from Abilene High begins to gain some ground, about, we'll say 30 yards back. Now into the hands of Jackson. I've got the wrong team. This is Noah Basinger. It's not Basinger either. It's Cade Bullen. Come on, Coach Poe, get it together. Bullen continuing to run a strong leg. Preston Jones was the second leg. The final leg here, once Bullen gets to it, will be Thomas Cohn. Bullen running a very, very solid pace here for the Pirates. Now gets it to Thomas Cohn, and Cohn will have to do the rest. He'll certainly have his work cut out for him. Strong contention here from Abilene High. Lubbock High also coming on strong. Lubbock Monterey will look to try to catch Lubbock High. Cohn looking to be building up speed here as he comes around this corner down the home stretch. The Lubbock Cooper Pirate Boys JV 4x400 meter relay team will be the district champions in the 4x400 meter relay, as well as your team champions. Unofficially, Thomas Cohn crosses the line with a time of 3 minutes, 33.49 seconds. Second place is going to go to Abilene High, 5 seconds behind the Pirates. Third place will go to Lubbock High with 6 seconds behind the Eagles of Abilene High. And in fourth place will be Abilene Wiley coming on strong at the end with a time of 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Once again, Lubbock Cooper will be your 2023 JV Boys 4x400 meter relay champions. They will also be named shortly the JV Boys district champions. Final race of the evening will be the varsity boys 4x400 meter relay. In lane 1, the team from Abilene Cooper, made of Rodney Allen, Ethan DeLeon, Michael Ramos, and Christian Rico. In lane 2, the team from Abilene High, made up of Jackson Hole, Jacob Cortinas, Davion Rapp, and Carter Baton. In lane 3, the team from Abilene Wiley, made up of Paxton Whitlock, Gabriel Tobler, Andre Washington, and Harrison Heighton. In lane 4, the team from Lubbock Cooper, made of Rylan Langley, Jonathan Baker, Jackson Cook, and Emmett Jones. In lane 5, the team from Lubbock Monterey, made of Zion Daniels, Jaron Gomez, Brody Cantu, and Desmond Williams. In lane 6, the team from Lubbock High, made up of Kyler Petrowski, Joshua Coleman, Derek Torres, and Harrison Velasco. In lane 7, the team from Lubbock Coronado, made up of Colson Wolf, Nehemiah Gensler, Giovanni Rico, and Malachi McDonald. Regardless of the outcome of this race, Lubbock Cooper will be the District 4-5A team champions, which means that the Pirates will have swept all divisions here at District 4-5A. JV girls, varsity girls, JV boys, and varsity boys. Quite a feat for any one school to complete. Credit to Coach Devin Ramby and his other coaches. I won't begin to say them all because I'll forget, but Devin Ramby is certainly the head of that spear and has done a phenomenal job with both boys and girls teams since taking over this program a few years back. The final 4 laps of the afternoon. And if you sense some excitement in my voice, if you know, you know. Shout out to our guy Keenan Catwinkle working the camera this evening. It's a very thankless job. I did text him about an hour and a half ago, and he finally responded. Typical teenager. This race is underway. The varsity boys 4x400 meters. Rylan Langley in the first leg for the Pirates. Zion Daniels for the Plainsmen. They're neck and neck right now. Daniels pulling away here. Langley trailing just a bit. Coronado making a push, as well as Lubbock High. Langley trying to get the baton to Baker. Monterey with a slight lead as they get the exchange here. Abilene Wiley trying to gain some ground here. Baker will look to make a strong cut inside here as they come over there down the back stretch. Baker establishing position in that second place spot. Abilene Cooper coming on very strong here, looking to pass Baker here. Baker now shifting gears a bit, trying to leg out and go catch the runner from Monterey, Jaron Gomez. Baker will try to make a move here on Gomez, building up strength down this home stretch here. Abilene High also hitting a gear. It'll be quick exchanges here. Now Jackson Cook with the baton, and Cook can go, folks. Drafting a little bit here. Abilene High establishing position in the front. Cook now in second behind Jackson Cook. Brody Cantu in third for the Plainsman. Cook running a solid race here. Will look to change gears on this curve and try to pass DeAvian Rapp. Cook with a lot longer strides here. Now passes Rapp, and making a push here down the home stretch. Cook separating himself here for the Pirates. About to get the baton to Emmett Jones, already a qualifier here for area in the 400. Jones has the baton and will do the rest of the work. Runs a very strong leg and will try to separate himself here as the runner from Lubbock High tries to gain ground in Harrison Velasco. Jones with the wind at his back now, probably sensing Velasco behind him, as well as Desmond Williams for Lubbock Monterey. This curve where many have made their move, Emmett Jones will have to change gears. You see the team from Lubbock High cheering on their participant, and Emmett Jones is going to have to get a gear that he may not have had yet today as Velasco looks determined. Jones now running hard, Velasco running hard. It's going to come down to the finish. It might be a photo finish, and it's going to be maybe Velasco and Lubbock High by a head. We'll have to see what they decide here. They were right there at the end, neck and neck. The Lubbock High fans think that Lubbock High team thinks that they have won it. We'll see what the tape says. It was a photo finish. I'm sure they're having to look at it before they post a winner. Nonetheless, Lubbock Cooper and Lubbock High both will advance to area in the 4x400 meter race. Lubbock Cooper will be the team champion. We're still just waiting to see how things finished. There is a camera. There are people reviewing the footage. We'll wait to find out what they decide. What a race there. And it's going to be Lubbock High finishing in first place with the time of 3:25.73 seconds. Lubbock Cooper finishing 3:25.74 seconds, losing by 1/100th of a second. Abilene Cooper and Abilene High both will also advance to area. What a race there at the end by Velasco, coming on strong to catch Emmett Jones of Lubbock Cooper. Both will get out and advance to area. The Lubbock Cooper Pirates will be your team champions for the varsity boys. We'll wait for that official announcement. Right now, we'll take a short break and come back for the announcement of the team trophies. You're listening to the District 4-5A Track Championship right here on the LCISD Athletics YouTube channel. Back here to wrap things up for the end of the track meet. Once again, the Lubbock Cooper Pirates will finish first place in JV girls, first place in varsity girls, first place in JV boys, and first place in varsity boys. Quite an accomplishment for the Pirates and Lady Pirates here at the District 4-5A Track Championships. It has been a great day for the Cooper Pirates. Several PRs were met, several accomplishments, gold medals, silver medals, some bronze medals, and the elusive fourth place today puts you into area next week if you're a varsity participant. So congratulations to Coach Devin Rampy, and congratulations to the Pirates. They'll begin to take the medal stand here as the in-house announcer, Paul Enlow, announces the point totals. Congratulations to all four teams and to Coach Ramby. That is going to do it for us here from Lubbock Cooper. For Keenan Catwinkle, I'm Coach Poe. You've been listening to the District 4-5A